direct connection between the flute and the body. Flutes just have almost a magical tone to me. The tones and vibrations of the flute brought peace, and peace brings healing.
When we met C.J. Strayhorn, he was picking his way through a bamboo thicket in search of the perfect shoot to make a flute. Now, we know bamboo is considered a nuisance plant to some folks, even a weed to others, but C.J. has a different perspective. There is music to be found here in these plants, he says. You just have to know where to look.
Bamboo and river cane is just like the Creator makes it. It's already hollow, so I don't have to hollow it out. All we have to do is knock a couple of joints out, drill holes in it, and play it. I try to get green cane, because when green cane is fired, it has several different kinds of sugar in the sap, and when it's fired, it turns that sugar into a glue, and it makes the bamboo extremely hard. The glue bonds the fibers together so it won't crack. And that's a secret. I'm not supposed to tell you that.
Flute making runs deep in C.J.'s Native American blood. The flutes he makes today are not much different than the ones his Cherokee ancestors carved out thousands of years ago.
I spent some time just thinking about how a man 1,000 years ago would make a flute. Think about the musical instrument that it's going to be, and how this piece of cane is going to live for years and years and years. It's going to bring so much joy to the person that owns this flute. It's really a unique instrument. The tuning of it, the keys that it's tuned in, are almost magical.
Modern tools help with some of the work, but the real art comes from the hands of a Cherokee craftsman.
Tried palm sander. You just can't get the look that you can get by scraping it, because all the fibers run lengthwise on the cane.
So when you say handmade, you mean?
Handmade. You can't teach a machine to do this.
Now, don't think you could never learn to play a flute like this. C.J. assures us that no musical talent is required. The music, he says, is within us all, and his flutes are a way to let it out.
These flutes are instruments of the heart. They weren't designed to play notes on a page. A person gets out by themselves, sits down and starts to play with the flute, and the first thing you know, music comes out of this flute. And the music that's coming out of here is the music that's coming out of here. And maybe for the first time in their life, they're playing their own song instead of somebody else's.
It is a haunting sound that reaches back into the past, back to the earliest Native Americans and their traditions, legends, and ceremonies. C.J. Strayhorn has made a modern living making this timeless instrument that some say will capture your spirit and heal your soul. Every one of C.J.'s flutes contains a little bit of the rich history of the Native Americans and a little bit of C.J. Strayhorn as well.
Well, you saw me make it. A lot of my energy goes into these flutes. And in the Native way of thinking, when you put your energy into something, when you put your effort into something, you become a part of it and it becomes a part of you. So when someone buys one of my flutes, they're buying a part of me. You could say that creation itself is a symphony from the heart of the Creator, and these 5 notes are the sounds of the universe.